Hi, Guido Fox here. Welkom bij een nieuw boekreport. Today I want to talk with you about this book from Yogananda again, Living Fearlessly. Living without fear. I don't talk about the fear of seeing a wolf in the forest and you're afraid to run away or walk in a tree or you kick the wolf with your feet or whatever. That's a real instinctive fear. That's a good fear. That's a temporary fear. I want to talk with you about living fearlessly, about long term, toxic, devastating, non constructive fears. And there are many non constructive soul fears, and we have to conquer them. We have to conquer these evil forces in yourself with soul strength. Yogananda calls it inner strength, soul, your inner soul strength. You can be very strength power. In the spirituality, there are a lot of female qualities at acceptance, letting go, come it all over you. But this very important. You can work on your inner soul strength. It's a male energy. Can become more powerful in making decisions to conquer your fears of going on the street. A lot of people are afraid on the street. Fears to going on the street. I'm not saying watch out for crazy guys, mostly guys, but be a little bit less afraid to step in a relationship, less afraid to step out of a relationship, less afraid to step out of a job, less afraid to stay longer in a job if you really like to do it and not walking away all the time because you can be hurted when they probably reject you or not giving you a promotion or whatever, right? We're all very insecure human beings, so afraid, fear, fear of doing something else in your life than the same job year in, year out. The fear of not stepping to a coach who can support you, can help you. The shame to not stop stepping to a doctor if you're feeling yourself depressive and not good. The shame of asking help and support when it is needed for yourself. I know also that a lot of people are afraid to call the police number. They're afraid to call also a girlfriend, or they're afraid to call friends. Calling is something more and more unusual with those WhatsApp, but people are afraid to call. People are afraid if they see something wrong on the street to call 112 in the Netherlands, the police number. So fear is actually everywhere in this world. The fear to shine in this world, the fear to opening up to other people, the fear to correct other people where you find that it's really necessary to do that here. the fear of speaking out, the fear of giving a presentation for the group is also something what can be very nervous and insecure, and not the fear. The fear is freezing you, and where you are not opening up socially and verbally wise, you're holding yourself in because you're deeply afraid. The fear of the pressures of the matrix, or your parents, or your partner, to do your work, what you're now doing. The fear of not fulfilling the expectations from your environment, right? If you want to become a garbage man, go for it. If you really like to clean the streets, what I think it's a really good thing for society to clean the streets. If you really want to be a garbage man, go to do that, even if your expectations of your family or your aunts or your sisters or your partner is another expectation what they have from you. So the fear of not fulfilling the expectations towards your parents, right? Or the choose of a kind of type of partner is more fulfilling the expectations for my mother and father than what I really want to have in a kind of type of partner, right? So fear is nearly everywhere. The fear of falling out of a group if you're not conform the rules of a group, you're doing something different, or if you have another opinion than the group, is the fear of falling out. So fear is, it can go on and on with all the fear mechanisms in the mind, but I can go on and on and on and on, but I will stop. Fear is nearly everywhere, and we need to defeat the fear in our system. We need to defeat the unrealistic, watch my words, I'm still with the wolf in the forest, right? The non-realistic fears, the toxic, destructive fears that your partners may be leaving you in 5 years and I want to stinch him and control him. So the fear of losing someone is a very big fear, but the unrealistic fears, I want to be unrealistic fears, you have to tackle that in your life with inner soul strength. So the negative karmas, the fight of the evil, and at the same time all those fears in your mind is also a test on you for further spiritual awakening. So all the tackling the fears is tackling the fears towards the enlightened process. So fear tackling is very important in your mental process to go on and on. And when you tackle all the unrealistic fears in your life, you become the prince of the universe. You are the prince of the universe if you tackle all your fears in life. Tackle the fears all and on. Write it down on paper. What are your fears? What are your biggest fears? What is coming in your mind is this moment? What kind of fears? Why they are there? Analyze your fears and remove your fears. Tackle them with realistic fears. Is it common that you will be robbed on the street? Is it realistic that it happens to you? Is the chance high? Because if you are fear for something, you attract also fear, and you attract also negativity. So if you're going fully with confidence on the street, the chance that you will be robbed is of a very low chance, right? So also there are chance related things important to keep in mind to drag the fear out of your life, and you will become the Prince of Universe. The Prince of Universe who is fully free from fears, who is very light in his movements, who is very light-weighted while walks on earth, and he is chilled and relaxed all the time. Page 28. Fear is constantly haunting you. Yeah, fear is haunting you. Very important sentence from Yogananda. The fear is haunting you in your life. And I know stalking could be very fear. I know that's very realistic. When people stalking you, you're constantly walking around. If the stalker is there on the street, it's a very devastating situation. What I want to tell, fear is haunting you, and you have to hound back with enlightenment, with realism, and with meditation, and you can fight the dark with the light prince on the universe. You will be the light prince on the universe. You will conquer the darkness with bright and light, and full with confidence. You can draw with the light from Frodo of Lord of the Rings. You can conquer the darkness with the light in your hands. You can drag them in their holes. You can drag the evil and the darkness in their holes where they belong. So the Prince of Universe is shining, and let the darkness behind them. That's the main course lesson from this very short video, Living Fearlessly. Important book from Yogananda. 60 pages only, but full of interesting, powerful wisdoms. I wish you good luck, and I see you by the next book report. Bye bye.